Hello everyone, my name is Aaron Woodman, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will talk about how to respond to requests from people and keeping boundaries. In the previous video, we talked about the importance of being a benefactor and how you can be one. It is good for you to help people and not just ask for help all the time. At the same time, though, it does not mean you have to offer all of your time to help people or accept every request you get from people. There are going to be moments where you can't help someone out for a specific reason, so we will go over how you should figure out how much help you want to give to people and how to set boundaries with people if you can't offer your assistance. To lay more context into this, as you grow your network and get more involved in the community, you will do a lot of asking, but relationships go both ways. You will also be asked for things. Being a good person with thriving, healthy relationships does not mean you say yes to everything. If you do, your relationships are not going to be thriving for long. If you can't say a real no, you can't say a real yes. When you commit your passion to one thing, you will have less of yourself available for another since you are stretching yourself too thin. To take on new goals, you may have to discard old ones. The way you prepare for this, is to understand your needs, know where your boundaries are, and develop skills in responding to and negotiating requests. This includes using clean language so that you don't muddle your message out of a desire to seem nicer. Your choices and priorities will have an impact on other people, just as theirs will have an impact on you. This means that inevitably you will disappoint other people. Disappointing other people is not a great feeling, but it is better than feeling like you are not living your own life, or the feeling of not being able to honor the communities that are most important to you. There are some other specific reasons why you have no choice but to set boundaries. One, requests increase with success. As you rise in your career and community involvement, you will get more requests. You will have more resources to meet those requests, and other people will know it. You will also accumulate more connections simply through jobs and experiences. Some people get requests all the time, even early in their career. This is especially true if you are the first, the big success in your extended family, the one who has it all together. When you are in this position, you are perceived as both powerful and familiar. People perceive that you can do something for them and that they have less hesitation about accessing you. 2, emotional fatigue. Your time and resources are finite. Without some type of boundaries at a certain point, you are going to run out of time, energy, money, or compassion. You will get worn down and helping people will no longer be pleasurable. Your own altruism deserves protection. You don't want to be in the situation where you shut down completely because of your inability to say no to unreasonable demands. 3, saying yes to the right things. Some requests are better to accommodate than others. This is either because it is beneficial for you to say yes or because you are making a more unique contribution in some situations compared with others. 4, honoring your commitments. Having integrity means you do what you say you will do, and you don't do what you say you won't do. To have integrity, you have to honor your commitments. This means being realistic about what you can follow through on. It also requires you to be clear about what you are agreeing to. Let's talk about the intersection of capacity and willingness. Whether you choose to help someone depends on 2 factors: whether you can, in fact, help someone and whether you want to. Let's label these as capacity and willingness. Capacity depends on a combination of your skills and resources. Willingness depends on your own priorities as well as how you regard the person asking. Consider this matrix. Low capacity and high willingness, you cannot help, but you would in different circumstances. Low capacity and low willingness, you cannot help, and even if you could, you would not want to. High capacity, high willingness, you are able to help and you want to. High capacity and low willingness, you are able to help, but you don't want to. Only the high capacity, high willingness part is where you should be giving your time and energy to others. The low capacity, high willingness, and high capacity and low willingness parts are where people get in trouble, either by agreeing to things they cannot actually deliver or by agreeing to things they do not want to do. When you respond to any request, you can say yes, no, or make a counteroffer. Here are some examples. Request 1. I am having a big party on a boat to celebrate my 40th birthday. It will be lots of fun and it only costs $150 per person, including drinks. If you say yes, you can say, sure, I would love to come. Send me the details. If you say no, you could say, I won't make it, but thanks for inviting me. I hope you have a spectacular time. If you make a counter offer, you can say, boats are not my thing, but I would love to take you out for breakfast at our favorite place the week after the party and hear all about it. How does that sound? Request 2. I am putting together a dance class for elementary school students. I have lined up a great teacher and we can do it in a studio near the school. I need 6 kids and I have 4 right now. Can your child join us? If you say yes, you can say, I have been looking for a dance class for my child and I am sure they will love it. We are in. If you say no, you can say, that is kind of you to invite my child. We are going to pass. If you make a counter offer, you can say, well, this won't work for my child's schedule, but perhaps we could set up a play date soon. My child is always talking about how much fun they have with your children. As you can see from these examples, your answers do not always have to be a yes or no. You can have counter offers or negotiations to better accommodate yourself in the situation. Negotiation is important when people make requests of you because their initial request of you is often what they think they want or possibly what they think you want. So if you want to say, if you still want to say no, you need to be able to deliver a clean no. Muddling your language with misdirection and mixed messages does not help you or the relationship. Here are some ways we muddle our no's. 1, can't versus won't. A common crunch is to say you can do something rather than you won't or don't want to. I can't discount my rate. I can't dip into my savings. I can't ask my family to move to another city, etc. What you're saying is, I'm not deciding against this. I'm just prevented by other forces from doing this. The truth is that you could do this, but you just don't want the consequences of doing so. The trouble is that when you say you have no agency, you start to believe it. Further, both of you understand on some level that you are not telling the truth. 2, overstating enthusiasm or regret. You are not going to do something, but rather than leaving it at that, you overemphasize how wonderful the thing would be. An example statement of this is, oh my God, I would love to do that, but I can't that weekend. 3, excessive detail about your decision-making process. This tends to come in the work realm when you are denying a request for when you are denying a request for a raise, a new promotion, and so on. It is useful to say you have gotten or you have given something serious consideration, but you don't need to give a mind-numbing explanation of why. The other person will still be bummed, and all your verbiage won't make them feel less so. 4, muddling negative feedback. Sometimes you need to deliver a clear message that someone's performance has been inadequate, that they have made errors, or that their behavior needs to change. People can find it difficult to take negative feedback, but muddling the message with qualifiers, false assurances, and extra words does not make the other person feel better. It makes them feel worse because they know that something real is lurking beneath your words. If it is your responsibility to deliver feedback to someone, the best thing you can do for them is to be clear about it. Lastly, here are some additional tips for maintaining boundaries under pressure. 1, don't say yes on the phone. Don't say yes on the phone or when you are under pressure. Memorize and use the phrase, I'll think about it and get back to you. 2, practice active listening. Active listening is repeating back what the person is saying and making it clear you understand what they are saying. This slows you down in emotionally fraught circumstances and also makes the other person feel heard. You could say, so let me summarize what you just said. You have an upcoming interview and you want to know if I can recommend you personally. Is that right? Then either I understand how that would be valuable, but it is not something I will do, or I am going to reflect on that. 3, decide how much time you want to give to people. Instead of evaluating each request as it comes in, decide ahead of time how much you want to give, whether it's time, money, mentorship, connection making, and so on. Compare all the requests together and decide which of those you want to respond to. Here are some examples of this. Set an annual budget for charitable donations. Decide how much money you are going to mentor, how many people you're going to mentor at once. Set up office hours where you are open to anyone reaching out to you for conversation or advice. Decide how frequently you are going to make introductions. Decide on the type of individuals you want to help. Your time is your greatest resource, where once you use it, it cannot be taken back. So please use it wisely. In conclusion, being a generous, supportive person does not mean saying yes to every request that comes your way. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, honesty, and clear boundaries. As your responsibilities, success, and connections grow, so will the number of requests you receive. Learning to assess your capacity and willingness allows you to protect your time, energy, and integrity while still showing up meaningfully for others. By choosing where to give your help, you ensure that your yes is genuine and your no is respectful and clear. Setting boundaries is not about being selfish, it is about being intentional. Clear communication, thoughtful counteroffers, and realistic commitments help you avoid burnout, honor your priorities, and maintain trust in your relationships. When you use your time wisely and align your actions with your values, you are better able to serve others in ways that are sustainable and fulfilling. Remember, your time is your most valuable resource, so protect it. Invest in it carefully and give it where it truly matters. In the next video, we will wrap up this video set series by providing a recap of it. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on the post notifications so you will be notified when I post my next video. I appreciate your support. Remember, you are powerful, you are capable, and you are the changemaker our society needs. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you soon.